ako na lang siyang gibuhatan no ginana nga equation, no. Now, this is just my idea. No, nga based sa atong principle of diminishing return nga kung mundang kag training, it is expected that ang katong imuhang na develop na no mo diminish to siya. So imbis nga nanaon kay nakita nga result, no, so kung di na pud ka kaayo maglihok-lihok, no, so kuan na pud siya, mawala na tong result nga imong nakita. So kung naa kay tone nga muscle, mawala na ang katone sa imong muscle, mubalik siya sa normal nga dili siya tone. So in my own understanding, no, so kung dili ka mo persevere, dili ka mo stay sa training, no, dili ka mo padayon, wala kay pasensya to do it, dili ka mo persevere sa kakapoy, sa mga babag nga imuhang ma-feel anang sa imuhang pag-training, kay dili pud lalim to stay in the training. So if you cannot do that, you cannot achieve that success in your fitness goals, no. So dili ka maabot dito sa imong pangandoy nga gusto ka matone, gusto ka mag-abs, gusto ka mag-lose weight or whatever are your fitness goals. You won't be able to reach it if you don't really work for it, no. Kung dili gid nimo siya buhaton, no, dili nato siya makabot. Okay, next principle is the reversibility principle. The resistance is transmitted to gain the strength and endurance. Okay, too long break from the training or an activity may lead to decrease in performance. So ina na siya. So related sila, no, si katong the previous principle, diminishing returns, and the reversibility principle. If you have read your handout, no, dito sa diminishing return, diba katong example nga sa athlete, no, nga naka-jump, perform siya og high jump, no, sayon kabuton ang dako nga increase, no, o dako nga performance sa example sa high jump nimo, no, or sa height sa imong jump. Sayon ko kaon ang inana nga mark at the beginning, but then to be able to maintain and exhibit an increase for several years, no, nga i-maintain mo siya, nga bahalag slow siya, pero in the first year, in the second year, in the third year, you can see the progress. That is difficult to do, no. So that's why, no, sa principle of diminishing returns, kung dili na nimo ma-endure, dili nimo ma-show nga nagpadayon ka, nga naa kay increase nga, no, so lisod, no. So it requires discipline at the same time, no, not only patience and perseverance, na diha daghang ingredients, apil ang discipline. Okay, so I think we have tackled all the principles of training. Now, let's go now to our muscular strength training prescription. No? So, specifically, sa ato ang lessons, these are what we are going to tackle under the muscular strength training. No? So, we have the mode of training, the resistance, the sets, and the frequency of training. Okay, so under this mode of training, now we have two basic training methods to do. These are the isometric exercises and the dynamic exercises. So when we talk about isometric exercises, this includes pushing or pulling against immovable objects. So those kind of exercises. And then as what you can see here in the pictures that I gathered, and I got it all from this website that I featured here. So you may perform these, you may choose from these exercises when you're finally going to do your fitness plan. So those are examples of isometric exercises. The next are more isometric exercises. Okay, Pay attention to unsa ka high part sa body nga ilang na develop ana. Okay. Now the next part is the dynamic exercises. So these exercises requires movement with the muscle contraction. And when we do movement in muscle contraction, na ay duha ka phase. No? Ang isa, ginatawag na to concentric or positive resistance. And the other one is eccentric or negative resistance. So if you could remember my past discussion about the muscles working in pairs, no, katong na um, when the other one is contracted, the opposite muscle is relaxed, and the other way around. So when the previously relaxed muscle is contracted, then the previously contracted muscle also will relax. So ana sila, balos-balos sila. Opposite ang ilahang um, ang mahitabo sa muscles. So like example diri sa atong example nga nag bench press, no? So as this guy lift the barbell, it pushes up the barbell, no? As it pushes up the barbell, so ang mangusog kay ang iyang tricep muscle kay mo shorten, na, and then ang mag-relax kay ang iyahang, imagine nimo kung naghawid ka, ikaw to ang naghawid, na ka imong gi-push ang barbell. So ikapon nimo, di ba, mailhan nimo kung kinsa ang nakakontract ka ng nigahi, ang nakarelax ka ng humo, no? So if imagine nun, bisan pa gani imong sulayan karon, no, magigda ka na kay alsahon nga murag barbell, or if you have a barbell, no? So makuan nimo, or bisag isa lang kakamot imong i-try with a dumbbell, no? So ma-feel nimo diha. So kung ang likod nga part sa imong bukton mo'y nigahi, so it means nga mauna siya ang nag-contract. Ang nangiyang kaatbang nga muscle, which is the biceps, ga-relax siya, so humok siya, inana. And then, so kung mabali na siya, kana mo na nahitabo no kung imong gipataas ang imuhang weight. Pero kung pagpabali na ana niya, imo na pud siyang gipanaog diri padulong sa imong dughan. Ha? Padulong sa imong dughan, mabali na pud ang mugahi na pud nimo nga muscle kay kanina pong naa sa tubangan diri sa imong bukton, no, imong bicep na pud. Ang imuha na pong tricep maoy mo relax. Okay? So that's why diha, no, kung mo shorten siya, it's because gi-contract nimo siya, no, nangusog siya. Pero kung mo lengthen siya, it's because na-relax siya and the other muscle is doing the contraction. Okay. Now, let's talk about the term resistance. No, so resistance talks about the load or resistance is given to a muscle to increase muscle performance. In strength training, it is the equivalent to intensity in cardio respiratory exercises. So kay strength training man ta, ang tawag sa mga weights nato, no, they are our resistance. Okay, and according here to what I've found, now the amount of resistance to be used in a training program is usually a percentage of 1 repetition maximum. So kung ang imong category is sedentary, mauna 30 to 40% sa imong repetition maximum ang imuhang weight nga i-perform nga gamiton for, and the rest are for these categories nga imong makita dire.